slick, brick our styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now I flex. While you dare look in the press, feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. And he'll be... right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Murray and the Cardinals Eagles with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for James Conner, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the carry, 1st down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. That's complete to McBride. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A quick throw here out to Brown. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
The draft day trade sent Hollywood Brown much closer to Hollywood when Baltimore shipped him to Arizona for a first-round pick. He's joining the Cardinals at a great time, too, coming off of a breakout season that saw him cross 1,000 yards for the first time on a career-best 91 receptions. He's going to make an already exciting offense that much more dynamic.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. But it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Again, a run with Connor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was
touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield on play action. That is caught by Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Murray now on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing now is Murray. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray to air it out again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Over the middle, and there's There's a diving catch. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. On play action, it's Murray. Incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
To throw, it's Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. DJ Moore, 49 yards. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Mayfield off the play fake. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football, CD. That's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Murray now. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. First down, Murray. Forced out to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Returning it is Moore. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Murray again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Mayfield's throw there taken in by Smith.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Murray. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Again, he finds Moore. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it out to his left. This is Smith with a grab. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point to the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.